Welcome to the NOLA Girl Podcast.
It's your girl Tasha.
And I'm Shamika.
NOLA Girl Podcast is where New Orleans flavors meets real conversation about life, healing, and growth.
From the heart of the Crescent City, we dive into spiritual journeys, mental health, overcoming challenges, and becoming the best version of yourself.
Join us as we share stories, insight, and inspiration with a little bit of soul in every episode. Let's go. What is going on, you guys?
Hey, y'all. We're back.
We're back.
The new year,
Yes.
2026, we're back in effect.
Yeah, and this episode is about goals and aspirations, right?
Yes.
So what we had to do, we had to take like a little break. When God tells you to be still, you need to be still and listen, right? So this is a new journey for us. And as we embark on this journey, sometimes you're going to have hiccups because you're learning as you go. So, you know, we both felt the same way. Like, okay, it's time to take just a break so we can gather, gather ourselves because
And
we
enjoy
moms.
the holidays
Yes,
too. For me,
yes.
it's a balance. I need a
Yes.
little bit of balance in my life, and I
Okay.
can't work. Like
Okay.
Rihanna say, work.
You know,
I need a little break, baby.
yeah, and plus it's just like she said, it's a balance, and you have to understand it, and I think you have to listen to the signs, the discernment to give yourself that stillness. You know,
Yes.
so your best ideas come in until your best ideas for me come in when you're like isolated and you're
In
actually in
solitude.
solitude and stuff like that. So we needed that, even though it was like maybe a month or two we took off, but we're back.
Yes, back in effect.
And what are some of your goals and aspirations? Like when y'all see this episode at the bottom, like share with us like some of
Yes,
your
put in the
goals
chat.
and how you reached it.
Especially if this is a new year, it's January. I
Yes,
know
girl.
this is in alignment with, the timing of everything is
Yes.
God's timing is the best, So I know
Yes.
everybody putting in their goals, what they want to do for the new year.
Yes.
Is everything is refreshed now. So drop that in the chat. Whatever y'all working on, we want to know. We want to encourage you guys along the way because we know how it can be
Yes.
creating a goal
Yeah.
because sometimes it don't always go as planned for every detail.
Yeah.
You might have somewhere it's God's protection,
Yeah.
maybe it might be something that you need to make adjustments on,
Yeah.
just change.
And sticking with that goal, because for me, I'm gonna share like some of the habits I had to learn and readjust because I can write down all my goals, and sometimes I would start a lot of things and be all over the place
Right.
and don't finish nothing. Like I have 5
Wow.
ideas
That's
and didn't complete none of it because I'm all over the place
Yeah.
with it.
And you interested, but the thing about you that I like, you have a lot of good talents. God give talents
Oh,
that you really are talented in a bunch of different things. So I think that it's good that you shared that because now you're aware of, okay, what do I need to focus on now? Kind of like narrow it down.
yeah, and that's where you come in at. Like as far as because I'm more so structured. This, every time is counted for.
Right.
As more so she's spontaneous,
Yes,
right?
I know things change. Look, I have been through so much where life just took me. Woo! I'm like, wait, what is going on? So you gotta be
Yeah.
adjustable. That's easier said than done because when
is.
stuff happens, you're like, oh, Lord, I need to
Yes,
get in my
and
prayer
I'm not-
closet. What is
girl,
going on?
Please, because I'm not a person that's used to change. That's difficult for me. Navigating change.
Yes, because
So-
you're used to your routine, and that's why I
Yeah.
always say, it's good to have a routine, but also leave room to adjust the routine.
Okay.
Yes, that part, you guys.
Okay.
I had to learn that,
Yeah.
and now I teach my kids that they're navigating school and college, and things are going to happen along the way. But the thing about goals, it keeps you hopeful to you working on something that you want to do, that you are inspired to do. So it's a good thing.
Yeah,
to have
it is.
goals.
It is. And even if it takes you a while to get it, because I think
Oh,
people
yes.
want fast results, and some things take time, like gumbo, baby.
Mhm.
The longer you cook it, the better,
better
it
the
tastes.
flavor, okay?
If you rush it, it doesn't taste as good.
And trust me, some of my goals, you guys may see, oh, you did this or you did that. Trust me, behind the scenes, I was just like, wow, being like understanding patience of it,
Yeah,
because
of
like you
course.
said, it does take time, and sometimes it's God's time, and sometimes
Yeah.
we got to make sure things are aligned in God's will. It's just not just what we want to do. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
something that you want to do is not a good thing,
Yeah, and it
and
be
you might not
diverted. Yeah,
realize it until you look back and like, wow. So
yeah,
that's really, when it comes down to making the goals and sticking to the goals.
yeah,
Sometimes you might start off with something that you want to do and it just don't work out.
yeah.
And that's okay. You didn't fail. You tried. And you're gonna have a lot of learning. It's a learning lesson. Like, what did you learn
Mm-hmm.
and when you did that?
Yeah. Yeah,
Um
and how to make it like better to
mhm,
adjust it, and like I said, it's not always rushing to get something
mhm.
complete.
Right.
Things need time to cook.
Mhm.
Let her
Yeah.
cook.
Give yourself definitely give yourself some wiggle room.
Yeah, yeah. And
Yeah.
so for us as a brand, we excited because we have a
Mhm.
lot of things going on,
Mhm.
and
Yes. It's a
we're getting
blessing.
pulled from places,
Mhm.
but we're not getting burnt out
Mm-mm.
because some people tends to get burnt out when they're pulled in different directions.
Yeah, and when you
you
don't
know
take a break,
yeah, or you don't
that
take a
is
break because people
important.
feel like they have to
You
do these
have to
many
just be
things
going and
or
going
going
and going.
exactly,
Mm-mm. I
and
had to
it's
learn that
not
the hard way. Trust
work
me.
harder, it's work
Mhm.
smarter,
Mhm.
of
Yes,
getting these things
that
accomplished,
part.
and we
Mhm.
have a lot of things on our list that we're gonna get
Yes,
accomplished to overall, and it's new for us.
very new.
So if we're
Mhm.
like stumbling over words, because
Mhm.
I'm not a good speaker. I can give you
Right.
all the advice. I just don't like to come up and to speak. It's new for me, and
Mhm.
I'm working through that.
Mhm.
So that's a goal.
This definitely was a goal. If you guys do behind the scenes of why, I normally was just supporting her on our platform, but how everything worked out, if they would have said you would have had a podcast coming in 2025,
Girl.
like, is that on my list, really?
Okay.
But
Yes.
it worked in like you said, sometimes you have to be adaptable, and some things work. It
Hmm.
might not be a goal that you was working on for so long,
Hmm.
but when things happen and you offer like an opportunity to do
Yeah.
things,
And don't be
definitely.
afraid to take it. And
Mhm.
and with my women, because a lot of women don't like to work with other women
Mhm.
because a lot of women be competing and you don't even know. My
Oh my
thing,
goodness.
God
But
will bring you that
mhm.
tribe you need,
Yes.
because don't feel like you have to get
Mhm.
it done alone, and that's
Mm-mm.
not true.
Mm-mm.
So, God will bring in that tribe to get the
Yes.
pieces on the board together,
Mhm.
because I love a tribe of
And I think
women,
you were good
successful
with a
women,
lot of different women. Yeah.
yeah, especially the
Mhm.
ones who's like genuine, and
Yes.
and it's
Mhm.
so much money we can get together.
Exactly.
So I
Mhm.
love that, especially
A girl's girl, definitely.
girls, because people don't know the
I don't
meaning of
like
girls.
all that drama and
Yeah, because people like we
I
don't
never,
like that.
but
Yeah,
I never was. I never could keep up with the different things
yeah,
that was
the
going on.
girl, if I,
It was
girl,
always something, going on. Especially
yeah,
we're from a city,
yeah,
so I mean, it's not like
yeah,
it's like a small town where nobody. I mean, it's always something going on.
yeah.
So, but everything, it kind of teach you
Hmm.
along the way. Some
Yeah.
people, for me, sometimes I think it's a distraction, and you got to be careful when you have goals and you have things that you want to do.
Hmm.
All those distractions
Yeah,
can keep you, it push you
it
behind,
could. Hmm.
and things will come up as spiritual warfare. You gotta look at it like it is what it is with that.
Yeah,
That is not where
and that's a
me
whole nother
getting me
topic,
off of
baby.
my track
Hmm.
of my goal,
Yeah,
because I have things that I'm working on.
yeah,
So, and that's why I just never could get into all
yeah,
of that, drama and stuff.
yeah. So it's okay to ask
Hmm.
for help, and it's okay to get like a tribe of women that has the same
Yes.
things that align, and God will bring that alignment.
Hmm. And
God will bring
everybody
that
have their
alignment.
own aspects, their own specialties. So
Yeah, of how
you
you could
work
attribute,
together.
right?
Hmm.
Contribute to that
The specific
goal.
goal. Yes, because they have people that want to work for different
Hmm.
companies. That's
Hmm.
why they work, because of the vision, because of the goal.
Exactly.
What's your why? Why did you start this? And when people hear, okay, this is your why. Wow, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah, and it's like turning your passion into passive
Mhm.
income,
Mhm.
and turning your passion, because you don't want to feel like you have to when you're doing something you love, it don't feel like work.
It does
you know
not
how
at
cliched
all.
that sounds,
At
but
all. It does not feel like work at all.
it doesn't feel like work.
You are able to actually be creative. That's my part about it. Because let me tell you, if I cannot be creative at some point, I need to take a break because I'm all about creativity. And when I could stop, when I was working, I worked so much in the office where the good thing about it, it was peaceful, it was quiet. So I did like that because the rest of my life was very
chaos.
Yeah,
right?
it was very much a lot going on.
Yeah.
So I did like that. I'm very grateful for my career, but the thing about it, just having like something where I could do creativity, be creative. So I like this what we're doing because it's so many things we're creating, like the brand, you know, the logo,
the
of how we
vision,
want it to
yes,
come. And when it comes together,
yeah,
when you see if you have a vision, God give you a vision. Oh wow, I want you to do this, and you see it, and when it comes into fruition, you're like, whoa, this is amazing.
Right. So that's the exciting part, and like I said, with you guys, we want y'all to share what some of y'all goals and
Yes.
you know, and dreams,
Like what you're working
and
on.
you know, what are you doing to accomplish that? You
Yes.
know,
Yeah.
and how are you overcoming the distractions? How are you
distractions and stuff.
overcoming, you know,
I know
stuff
that
like
could
that.
be hard, you know, because I know with me, I always been a goal oriented person.
You
so
have,
I
yes,
always
yes.
wrote down exactly what I want to do. I don't care how long it took,
Yeah.
because things are gonna happen along the
Yeah.
way. But when people that know me and when I do
Yes.
something, they're like, she always said she wanted to do this. This girl.
Yeah, you do.
So
yeah.
it is always the thing that I like about goals is they always gonna have something going on in the world. We can't control that, but only thing we can control is what we focus on.
Yeah.
So that's why it's so exciting because it gives you something to look forward to and something that you're interested in. So is you actually you're not letting life happen to you, and you actually like living on your terms. You know, you just life not just happening, throwing stuff at you. You actually working towards something.
Yeah, and that's really cool. And just because other people don't see your vision, don't give up on your vision.
Yeah,
you know,
they have a
just
different
not going
aspect,
right.
different
They just don't see it, and that's okay. And
That
it's
is
not meant
okay.
for everybody to get the vision.
Exactly.
You
And
know?
sometimes God will say, like you say, be still, be quiet. You know, write down what you need to write down, journal, notate. And it's okay. Just like your testimony. Your testimony is not for everybody. Everybody might not get it.
Yeah.
But it's okay with working at that thing by yourself.
Yeah.
You know, you might not have a team when you first start off. A lot of people start off and do not have a big old team of what they want to do.
Yeah.
Eventually that comes.
Yeah, and setbacks is going to happen because, you know, whether people know it or not, I have sickle cell. So sometimes it may cause me to go to the hospital
take a little break.
retreat, you know, and that's okay.
That is okay.
Long if I don't give up,
Definitely
right?
take
and
care.
I get back to
and that's the thing about
my goals,
consistency
you
that
know?
people don't talk about a lot. Consistency is
life
not
happens,
just go,
baby.
go. Consistency is what, even if you saving, right? So you might come where I could save $100 this month. Well, this month I can only save 40, but you constantly saving something each. When you get, by the time you get to December, and you put, at least you might put $5 one month, but you put in something. You're being consistent, so when you get to the end, you will have something. If you just stop and say, "Well, I just wanted to put 100 each month," no, it's okay
or
to
even
have
if
something.
you stop and say it's too hard, or okay, I have to take a break. Like
you
I said,
put in
you
what
know,
what your best. Long as you do your best,
exactly, and you get back to doing it. You know, don't
and that's
give
called
up.
consistent.
Yeah,
because you could have stopped. You could have just said, "No, I'm not doing."
and
any
it's
of
called
it.
life too, because sometimes life get in the way of stopping things at that moment. But that
Exactly.
doesn't mean stop forever. It just means take a
little
pause,
a break,
revisit,
and that's
when
okay.
you get back better, and you know, and revisit. I had to do that many times with just, you know, school, with just anything I had to go to, because I sometimes had to be hospitalized. Sometimes I had a lot of stuff coming up with family and all that. So taking a break is okay.
And
long
I like
if you
the
get
fact
back to
with
it,
your
you know?
family. I love y'all family union.
Aw,
how
we
y'all
love
take
you
care of
too.
each
Oh,
other. I'm always like, I'm coming over there for Thanksgiving. I'm a very family oriented person.
Yes, you
so,
are.
You know, I just admire that. You know, when you guys have something going on, you help each other. You know, a lot of times it felt like with me, I had to do a lot of stuff, and I just didn't have that kind of help all the time, you know, so it was overwhelming. And that's why I had to take a lot of breaks.
Yeah.
I had to take a lot of breaks, say, you know, wow, I need to go and help, you know, this person or to do this. Yeah. Nobody could do it. And if I could do something, I would just do it. You know, no point. Even I had to tell myself, okay, it's okay if you can't do something. Yeah. If somebody call and say, okay, because you just, so many people was there for me. So many people look out for me. So I'm just grateful person. Yeah. But I had to be honest, like if I can't do something that time, I would let them know. Yeah. You know. But
and it's the year of not being selfish, but the year of self.
The self-care,
well, we put like, you know, it's putting yourself first, because a lot of us are the anchor of the family, you know,
you can pour out.
Yeah, and half of us are like the anchor of the family. So you do everything for everybody, and you don't sit there and do anything for yourself. And when I say that, is regarding like your goals, you know, it's year of self. So do your goals first. Do what you need to do for self, and you know, and then you can reach out and help, and you know, because I find myself doing that. I don't do it anymore because I found it draining.
I think you have more boundaries.
Yeah, now yes, and that's another topic we're gonna talk about with boundaries. You know, I do have more boundaries, and like I said, like we. Building our house require your bricks. And I used to give all my bricks away, and my house wasn't completed. So no, complete this house, girl.
Right.
And then you can get the bricks that you have remaining left over, you know, to get these like goals and everything done. You know? So that's all we're talking about with this episode is goals
and the aspiration, like what inspires you
exactly,
you know, what keeps you motivated, because when you start something, you need to have a strong why. Okay, why am I doing this? Because me, I would quit if it's not a strong why. I started majoring. I liked it, but when I see how far we have to march and it's cold outside,
but you did it though.
Yeah, and then I want to go to the parade. And I quit.
You did it, but you did it though. You did do it. It probably wasn't for a long period of time, but you did
at least I
accomplish it. Yeah, so you did it. So you did march, and
so I can check it off on my list. But it's like sometimes, you know, you might be interested, but then when it comes down to, okay, you got to put that work in. You got to put that work in. And like you said, it's okay to, sometimes you just want to have the experience and you don't want to do all that, you know, and that's okay. You know, what you might find your interest in something else. You know, like with me, I really love art. So I find I can get lost in art. I love it, you know, so.
And that's one of your aspirations, like as when it comes to, you know, creativity, like as far as logos, because we're working on that too.
Yeah, that was so exciting.
You know, that was a creative process, right?
I really like it. I said, this is on the things that I like to do.
Yeah.
So, some stuff she's really good at, some stuff I'm good at.
So it's like really we balance each other. It's the yin to the yang, right?
It really is, because
we both have strong contributions.
When you start in a business, there's a lot of things that go into it, and I actually went to school for business. I studied. That's where I had my degree, and I always was interested in that. Anything that I went to school for, I changed my major because I just wasn't interested. And that's the only thing I was like, I could stick with this, because everything is really business when you think about it.
It is.
And I like to be like a business consultant. That's what I've been doing, just helping my family and friends, people I know with their business. And it's just been a really good journey.
Yeah. And it's okay to switch, because people think, oh, I can't switch, or I'm doing something totally different from what you know I was doing. I was in like the medical field. I started off going to school for I wanted to be forensics, a homicide detective, and then I switched to this, then I switched to that. But I just want to
it taught you a lot though.
It taught me a lot, and it taught me as well, if you have a passion for something, stick to it so you can see it panned out. And it's okay. You know, it's okay to switch. So hopefully we inspire, encourage you guys to stick to y'all goals as well as we on this journey, because this is a new journey for us.
So we are, all of us are on a new journey together.
So we on this new journey.
So you can go, we'll get calls in sometimes. You guys let us know when we are live.
Yeah, or let us know. We gonna go live. Yeah,
we do Q&A. Well, so a lot of people ask us questions because they see us and like, y'all have it all together, but behind the scenes, they don't see everything. But we appreciate that, because we put a lot of work into what we do, you know, and that's the thing about, we don't mind talking to people, giving back, and that's what we're here for.
Because girl, we be fighting for our lights behind the scene. Just like any other mother.
What is going on?
Any other
just balancing life.
Yes, like any other person that's motherhood and just trying to start a business. It's not easy, but it's doable, and you can accomplish it.
Yeah, definitely.
And even if you have to take a pause, just get back. Break. Just get back to it. Okay.
Yep.
So hopefully, like I said, this encourage somebody and let us know what your goals are
and aspirations.
Yeah, and what are you doing to,
like if you want to brainstorm with us, we don't mind.
Leave us some questions.
We always brainstorming and come up like with different ideas and things that we want to work on. So
we're not gonna make this episode too long, but this is what this episode is about. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then
we'll be back soon.
Definitely. Yeah, we'll be back soon. And we just trying to test things out because, like I said, it's a new podcast. So we just trying to see if live is better or should we record it. Y'all let us know. So y'all can chime in and we can have conversations,
And that's a good thing about having a conversation because now everything is technology where you can only type so many sentences where you want to, maybe you need to express yourself more than 2 sentences. You want to talk about different things. And that's what we're here for because a lot of times you get revelation when you're talking to a person. You might not think like, oh, wow, I didn't even think about that until I had that conversation with that person. Yeah. And that's what God made us for, just a fellowship with each other, to talk to each other. So that's what we bring, to the podcast. That's what it's about,
Yes, of course. And so follow us on our TikTok at Nola Girl podcast on TikTok, okay?
Yes.
And we'll talk to you soon, right?
Yes, you guys. We will definitely be back for our next episode. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Yeah.
And we'll have some tea next time.
Yeah,
no,
not even
just
tea.
actual tea to drink because
not that kind of tea. Wait, what's that tea? You know how people
we'll get a table and have some tea where we can drink.
You know how they is about the the tea, baby. Like what's
that
tea?
At all. I have no clue what's going on anywhere in the world, in the streets or whatever, in the avenues and the Broadways.
Okay.
I have no clue. Only thing that's why I say for this episode it was focusing on your goals, aspiration, and limiting distractions.
Yes.
So I want y'all to tell me in the chat what distractions you guys are not focused on. You're not letting that cloud your
how
your
y'all
mind.
overcome the distractions.
Yeah, how do you overcome just not dealing with none of those distractions?
Yes.
And focus on your goals.
Yes.
And put that in the chat so that you never know, that might help somebody.
Yes. So we will talk to you next time, okay?
Okay, you guys.
Okay.